My name is Celicia, and before I became unwell, I was in the Marines. I would have some headaches, some sensitivities if I got around somebody with strong perfume. And so that actually lasted through the Marines, and we had common changing areas. And I would have to ask all the ladies. It was very embarrassing for me. I would have to ask all the ladies, please don't spray perfume in the changing area because it'll ruin the rest of my day. The year after I got out of the military and I had decided to quit smoking. So I decided to stop smoking, and all of a sudden I was getting terrible migraines, not just when I got around people with perfume, but also if I was around cigarette smoke. And then it started getting generalized. Getting, I started getting more and more sensitive. So then it became if cigarette smoke was around the corner, then it became if somebody was wearing a strong deodorant. And then it was if someone was wearing a shirt that had been laundered in um, a laundry detergent or with something smelly on it, and it just got worse and worse and worse over probably the course of, let's see, probably 3 or 4 years. It got worse and worse and worse. I started getting tingling. So it wasn't just the migraines anymore. Then it was the tingling, and my whole body was um, was reacting. I was probably housebound for a few years. Um, I would try to go out. I tried different things. I tried masks. Everyone else in COVID was wearing an N95 mask, and I was wearing a big old painter's mask because one of those cloth masks just wasn't nearly enough. I actually encountered Gupta for the first time several years before I decided to go for it. I noticed the emotional benefits first. So almost right away when I started the meditations, maybe in about a week, my parents were telling me that they noticed that my mood was lifted a bit, and they loved seeing that, and because I had been quite down for years and years and years. So it was my mood had been lifted a bit right away, and I would say after about a month, I started noticing improvements. As an example, I had to get the roof of my car reupholstered because it had fallen down. So it got done, but all the new smells, um, it's almost like new carpet smells, which is so strong, and that would send me to that would send me to bed for another couple of days normally. So I was doing some of the techniques while I was driving the car, and while I still noticed some symptoms, it was muted to where I could manage, and that was encouraging. So I guess I would say I noticed pain reduction after probably a month, and maybe 3 to 4 months in, it started being, rather than a full blown headache, it started just being some tingling, um, and then probably 6 to 8 months later, I would say I noticed pretty much a full benefit. I was able to embrace people that were wearing perfume, which is something I couldn't even do when I was in high school. And I could spend time at a friend's house who was burning scented candles. I could do chores like cleaning my bathroom. I couldn't do that before. The cleaning solutions were another thing that were really hard for me to handle, and now I can do that. So it's kind of like I can go outside, I can wear deodorant, I can clean my bathroom, I can do all these things that a normal person would say, okay, what's there to celebrate? But to me, I was saying if I could ever just do normal person things again, it would be the biggest, greatest thing ever.